In 4 weeks, Ghana decides, and in a few hours, so will America. Yep, we're in the thick of the election season here on Joy News Interactive. We're live on the Joy News channel on Multi TV, on GoTV channel 144, and on DSTV channel 421. Plus, catch us live on Facebook and our YouTube channel, that's Joy News on TV. Good morning and welcome to 30 minutes of sharing ideas on some of the most topical issues in Ghana and around the world. And you can find us on social media. WhatsApp, it's 0560800,000. Facebook and Twitter, it's Joy News on TV and at JN Interactive GH. My name is Jennifer Plumwer, and as I mentioned earlier, today it's all about the elections, both home and abroad. And you know, there's this interesting analysis that was pointed out, recently, that whenever a Republican candidate wins in the US, an NPP candidate wins in Ghana. So it was Republican, NPP, and Democrats, NDC, that kind of thing. Definitely some food for thought, huh? But that's according to the pundits. We want to find out from you, what do you think? Let's check out what you've been saying on Facebook. Chuku writing, not really, but hey, American leaders are not corrupt and selfish, and as our so-called leaders, or as you say, dealers. Most Ghanaians will vote according to issues on the table, the economy, healthcare, education, and our security, and not whether he is my church member, he is from my hometown, and he is handsome as well. Alfred writing, well, it can't always be the case. I don't believe that Ghanaians look and vote as Americans, but it's a simple coincidence. Ernest says, sure, that's true, and it's also likely to repeat itself. Isa Adama thinks the same, that's true. And Juliet says, it's very, very true. Salifu going a little bit sideways. I stand for ladies, and the woman will win the poll. So I guess right there you're supporting Senator Hillary Clinton in the U.S. elections. Keep on sending your thoughts on that issue on Facebook and on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 0560800,000. Facebook, it's Joy News on TV. Well, a couple of messages coming in on WhatsApp as well saying, well, it seems it's just a curious coincidence. And that's from Derek in Ashaiman. And another one, Trump has nothing good for the aliens in his country, especially we the blacks. He's just a violent candidate. Collins and Tamale sending his point of view there. Trump wins and Nana wins too. Just watch. Well, if you've been following what's happening in America so far, it's looking very much like a Democratic victory over there. But, we're still keeping our eyes on the U.S. election. Very, very, very interesting, very fiercely contested election. Perhaps the fiercest in recent times. On Facebook, we've been putting on some of the issues as well. In a month from now, all things being equal, Ghanaians will be going to the polls. So we're also asking you, do you think that you are ready to cast your vote? Are you 100% sure in your heart? And we're also having special coverage tonight on the U.S. election. So make a date with us later this evening from about 11:30 going. We have some Facebook comments over there on the coverage we'll be doing this evening on Joy News concerning the U.S. elections. Bantan saying, well, adding that, you see, it seems NPP guys are saying Trump. Meanwhile, there's an indication that Hillary Clinton will win hands down. Adam Zachariah, I'll be busy in class changing lives. Sorry, I'm not an American, so I can't follow. Well, Jimmy in Ghana says, I want Hillary Clinton to win so that Donald Trump won't deport my uncle, and you're laughing out loud. Adobia says, let's make history together, quoting Senator Hillary Clinton. Who else? Clinton all the way. Elias, together we are one, no racism, Clinton all the way. It's about time a woman leads the Americans. FBN Pirates, it's a very narrow Clinton win. How I wish Trump won, the most courageous nominee that has ever existed. Another one, Kwame America saying Trump, Eugene Elikim, Trump all the way. Joseph Musa, the winner is Clinton. And I say it again, Clinton is the winner. So even here in Ghana, you can see the interest is really, really, really high. And the competition is also fierce, drawn between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Mickey for Hillary, Abdulaziz for Hillary, Hayatu also for Hillary Clinton. Pat K. Redu saying, well, ask TB Joshua. Nope, I think I won't. I'd rather ask you who you think is going to win this election. Praise Papa saying, Trump. Prince Nuruddin for Hillary. Kofi Appiah says, I can't wait to vote for Trump this morning. So some more comments coming in on WhatsApp and on Facebook. Let's just read one comment here from WhatsApp before we go to your views. It says, the truth be told, the man Donald Trump is a political figure that is out to consolidate and fulfill biblical prophecies. I don't wish for such a figure to be at the helm of affairs in a giant nation like the United States, but there is a certain inner defeat to my wishes. The supplications of all well wishers of Hillary are that the win should be inevitable. And that's Yakubu Ibn Chambers writing, just thinking aloud. That's Yakubu's thoughts. What are yours? Let's check out this vlog.
No, I don't actually believe in that idea because the Americans, the system they are running is different from what we have in Ghana here. Moreover, I'm an MPP man, but I support the Democrats and I support their view. But in Ghana here, you know, what we are experiencing from the NDC-led government is totally different. And so I expect the Democrats to win, but I expect MPP to also win in Ghana here.
For the U.S. election, but I don't think it's that clean as most people are, because there's been attack on personality. Donald Trump has attacked Hillary Clinton's person. Hillary Clinton has attacked Donald Trump's personality. So it is not as clean. In fact, during the last debate, even the second and the last debate, they refused to shake each other. And that's to tell you how, how bad it is. You understand? Yeah, no, during the debates. During the debate, of course, the campaign is, some of the activities that happened, prior to the debate led to them, exchanging, hot banters among each other that resulted in them not even wanting to shake each other after the debate. So I don't think it has been that clean, but it's been okay. Compared to Obama and Mitt Romney, this hasn't been as good as that. I mean, it was more of an issue-based then. Now we are having less issues and then more personality attacks. So it's not that different from what we are now seeing in Ghana now.
It is true, because from the look of things, you could see from the year 2000, when President Kufuor, he won it in the 2000, right? And the Bush also won it, right? And comparing to Jerry John Rawlings' time, it was Clinton, right? Clinton also won. He also won it. And coming down right down to this time, you could see how Clinton is leading. I listened to Voice of America yesterday night, and Clinton was leading by 46.9, something like that, comparing to the Trump, the guy, also 44.something3%. So you could see today they are going to the massive voting just this morning. You could see that, as she's leading and the way people are talking about her, she's going to win, probably. So, likewise, Ghana, it will be the same.
Currently in Ghana, both parties have read their manifestos. I think Ghanaians are now descending to the extent that they are thinking or they have understand the vision and missions of both parties. So based on that, we are all going to judge. We are all going to vote and determine who is going to be the president for Ghana.
So those are some of your views on that interesting and rather intriguing relation between U.S. and Ghanaian elections, that when a Republican wins, that runs to the White House and he wins, then in Ghana it also means an NPP candidate will win. And then when it's a Democrat, then it means it's the NDC who's going to win the presidency. Your comments coming in on this, Mohammed from Boku writing, if Hillary wins, it means JM2 will win. So you are very, very certain with that dynamic. However, Yakubu is back, says the dynamics are not the same this time around. History itself is angry with the current circumstances in Ghana. Ulasis Ofuri from Techiman says, no matter where we find ourselves, we face the reality of life. Let's all pray to live to see when God changes the world into paradise. NMC Tamale says, just waiting for Hillary's victory, just as JM's victory too. So for a lot of you, you think you actually believe in the Republican, NPP, Democrat, NDC dynamic. Keep on sending us those thoughts and comments, 0560800000, and Joy News on TV on Facebook and on Twitter. Still coming up on Joy News Interactive, are you ready to cast your ballots come December 7th? And what to do when you're late for an important event and you need to come up with a creative reason. Share those with us right now on Joy News Interactive. We're taking a quick break and we'll be back. Thanks so much for staying with us. You're still watching Joy News Interactive live on the Joy News channel on Multi TV, as well as GoTV and DSTV channels 144 and 421 respectively. Now this morning we are we're deep in the thick of things as far as elections are concerned. The Americans are voting shortly. Ghana too, in exactly a month, a little bit over a month, will be voting as well. So we're asking this morning, with all the wrangling, the lawsuits, the counter lawsuits, all the controversy surrounding elections 2016, you as a registered voter, do you feel ready to go to the polls?
More than ready to go to the polls. I can't wait for December 7th to come for me to vote, because I want to see a change, and that is what I'm hoping for.
I'm ready. The reason is, I'm telling you right now, we have to continue what is going on. We don't need to stop. If you say you won't go, then it means the country is going to go ditch, because some fools are going to vote for you to be detected for you. I'm sorry to use that word. You are wise, so you have to go and vote.
Oh yes, of course. It's my right, and I need to exercise it. It's my right. I have to make sure I've done the right thing. Even in the Bible, when it came to, I think, well, it got to a point where they needed to vote. Jabez and other people needed to choose the difference between who should lead them. And they were to vote. Now, after voting before, they realized that, well, this is what God has chosen for them, to lead them. So we have to vote, and it's my right. I'll go make sure and exercise it.
Some views from the streets of Accra, but let's check out what you're also saying on Facebook. Prince Nuruddin Baumia, I'm fully ready to cast my vote for change. Inshallah, we only have to pray for peaceful, free and fair election come December 7th. Reginald Vidal, always I'm ready and steady to execute my right. His Excellency Faithful Jemisi, I'm fully prepared and ever ready to do so. Lots of, at least 3 people saying they are ready, and here's Michael Anaba saying, we are not ready, cry. Imoro Abukari, I'm ready for change. Jennifer, a resounding yes. Josephine T, I'm more than ready to cast my vote. Now, remember earlier when we looked at that intriguing link between the U.S. and Ghanaian elections, some messages coming in right now. In fact, if Trump wins, I can foresee wars and confusion in the world, just as with the NPP presidential candidates. Hillary and JM are the best. Can't wait for December 7th, and that's your opinion. Now, on the casting of vote, it would be suicidal for me not to cast my vote. This would adversely affect my preferred candidate. Salim Alcina says, and in my point of view, I think Clinton will be great for America and JM for Ghana. So going with the Democrats NDC line of thought, no two ways about that. Solomon from Jaboso, I'm ready, but I don't have money to go to my polling center. Trump is God's chosen. Okay, there's a very large amount of Trump supporters here in Ghana, and you're making yourselves so visible on social media. That's really interesting. Sammy saying, my thumb is already itching. I'm voting for change, and that's from Ho Center. Now, why must I vote? That's a question coming in there. Let's see. Mr. Romantic also saying, I'm absolutely ready as Usain Bolt about to take a run for his life. Abel Goka, I'm ready. Clinton is the best in the world. And, well, this time around, there's going to be a change because Ghanaians have seen the current dispensation. We need change. Sami Kaswa is standing on Trump winning. He's very emphatic about it as well. Change is coming and Trump is winning. So you're looking at a Republican NPP combination there this year. I'm also more than ready to cast my vote. And okay, that's a very long one. I can't read exactly what it is. I was checking, but Evans Dankwa saying, I'm ready to cast my vote as well. So definitely, come hell or high water, December 7th, we are ready to go to the polls. But keep letting us know what you think on 0560800,000 and on Joy News on TV on Facebook. I've been joined by my colleague, political editor at Joy News, Evans Mensah, who's currently in the U.S. covering the elections for Joy News. Evans, good morning. Good morning, Evans. Or rather, good evening.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
How's it back home?
Okay, so can you just paint a picture for us of what's going on in the U.S. right now as the clock winds down and people get prepared to vote?
Well, what is you know, there are 6 different time zones US alone. And so in some states, polls have opened. States like in Iowa, polls will be opening in the next 2 hours, which is 7 o'clock across the board. But already where polls have opened, we are seeing huge, long winding queues. I mean, and already notes that millions of Americans have already cast their ballots. But what I can tell you is happening even on the day of voting is, and I've been speaking to some of them, there are millions of both Republican and Democratic Party campaigners who are going from door to door, knocking on people's doors, asking them to come out and vote in their numbers. And this is a ground game, especially executed by the Democrats. And they have the list, they have stuff, every single registered Democrats. And they know where you live with your house number and postcode, etc. They come to your place, they knock on your door, you come out and they ask you, have you voted? If you say no, they ask you, do you want to vote? You say yes. Maybe you have a challenge, you get into the voting station. They will get you to the voting station. They'll have to get your vehicle and drive you to the place and to get you to go and get in the queue and vote. And so that is what is happening today. And all of them are hoping they can get out in their numbers to vote for them.
All right, Evans, I watched an interview that CNN had with Ana Navarro, who is a Republican pundit with that network, and she confessed that she cast her vote for Hillary Clinton because she could not stand Donald Trump. She's a lifelong Republican who voted against her party this time around. So using Anna as an example, even though they're doing their door-to-door, getting people out to go and vote, does that necessarily guarantee that people are going to follow their party lines and vote accordingly?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, once a person gets to the voting booth, the decision is his or hers. There's no way you can know. But they don't want to leave it to chance, though, because if they know you are a registered Democrat, well, I must say, if you look at the race, registered Democrats are more likely to vote for the Democratic Party for Hillary than Republicans will vote for Trump. In other words, the party supporters with the likelihood to depart from tradition, it's more likely that the Republicans will depart from tradition because they don't see Donald Trump as a true Republican. But the Democrats are firm in their belief that Hillary represents.
It will help.
Especially sometimes when you are going, you can realize that your total car is best. How do you go? Because you don't have your personal vehicle. Even if it's your personal car, it happens that tire can burst and other stuff. So I think it's normal.
And those are some of your most creative reasons that you give when you're stuck in a tight situation. Joy News Interactive, you know we do it best when we leave you a little treat. And here is our trending video of the day.
Going, and how do you intend to usher yourself?
Actually, all over. I'm from the Accra Sports Stadium for the Unity Church. So I just from the church, and now I just come to the container Papa here to just come have a nice dinner with my friends and my brothers and sisters. But always about we thank God for every year to the year to the year to the month and the week to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All belongs to the Christmas gift. We have to give thanks to Almighty God. He's the one who protected our soul and our brain. So always time we have to let them know Christmas gift is about praise. Give thanks to Almighty to meet the Christmas, because most of the people are not feeling well. They are in a sickness, you know. Most of them also they are healing. Most of them are blah blah blah, and most of them also accident. Most of them cannot wake up in the morning for what happened. But always we thank God for this year, and we hope things will be all right for this year. Everything will be delivered. Actually, this year everything will be possible, different. It will be genuine, and I hope the Almighty give us the vision about 2015. So always about we have to continue to work out on our give thanks and praising the Almighty, because always time we know there is God, and we know everywhere we used to pass through, we have to keep on working out on our step on praise, because there is enemies everywhere you go, on club, on sports, on beach, on exercise, on private side, on shower side, everywhere. Always about we deliver ourselves on praise, and we hope everywhere we are going, there's God. Last year, the economy, I couldn't feel well. This year, I hope everything is on deliver fresh from nature God.
And fresh from the Joy News Studios, this has been Joy News Interactive. Keep it locked right here on this dial. And remember, from 11:30 going, we'll be monitoring the U.S. elections very, very closely. So do stay on this channel for more great programs. Enjoy the rest of your day.